Alright, now I love 80s slashers as much as the next guy.
Who doesn't?
And this one from 1989 had a lot to be inspired from. And it ends up being one of the most derivative slasher films to come out. And completely right out of the ass and inspired straight by Halloween. I know I say that about a lot of the 80s slashers.
Well, it's not only that one, it's a lot of different themes of music they took.
But this one takes the gold medal in trite Halloween ripoffs. This is your classic
bad
psycho all grown up revenge slasher. And the Halloween, they actually play the Halloween theme. You know, the interlude part where no, shut up. Doom, doom, doom.
It's just like
doom, doom.
Vanilla Ice and ding, ding,
Listen
ding,
to
ding, ding, the lawsuit. And it's a little bit different. It's not the same Halloween
Hey,
theme.
ding, 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 ding.
It's a different Halloween theme, but it's kind of like it. They do steal a lot of themes, and they're playing a theme the whole time throughout the whole movie, even during filler scenes.
So it's kind of like Prom Night and Halloween, where the opening scene is where this guy's a kid in the neighborhood, and
it's your average. He's a psycho and gets sent to a Salem and come back.
Just shut up, okay? He's abused by his mother, bullied by the neighbor kids, and he ends up being goaded by the neighborhood kids, kind of like in Prom Night, to where he falls down this well and it ends up being a disaster. He ends up getting brain damage like L-Mid.
That happens to everybody.
And it causes him to become a callous lunatic. And fast forward 10 years later, they're all teenage and nubile and ripe for the picking.
And paying their taxes.
No, they're still in high school. Just shut up. The boys grew up to be assholes. The girls grew up to be silly valley girls.
Do you know anybody that's ever reacted that way when they get scared? So that kind of destroys credibility right there.
And he was already an animal torturer as a kid. And so it opens up where escaped lunatic at the asylum. No, wait, no,
10 years later, and it's the nurse who's the new nurse. And
here's the thing. The
doc's like, oh, we just keep him sedated. That way he doesn't break out. He's not even chained up or anything. They're like, oh, we just give him a shot on a schedule.
Oh, he's not sedated enough, so he leaves. They constantly pump shots in him, invariably.
The main doctor to the nurse is like, yeah, we have to keep him sedated.
And he just returns home from the asylum. Total Michael Myers ripoff.
Like he's going back to Haddonfield.
He ends up getting hot-blooded because he can't.
Because he's not on downers. He's not on a sedative.
So if you're high on blunt like I am, I'm definitely gonna play him. Had to get that in, didn't you?
And so he goes back to the hometown, and the whole story is he ends up hacking up their limbs.
Whoa, no spoilers, but it's a whole bunch of dark filler.
Just the body count slasher from this point on. No mystery involved whatsoever. You know everything.
And there's a subplot of a young boy and a hustler, and a cop catches him.
At the childhood home where he grows up, he ends up this funny ass sheriff. There's this subplot where he busts the kid who habitually masturbates in the abandoned Myers house.
We don't know if he's mature enough to be doing that. He's just probably looking at him.
Also, he goes to the girl's house where the main villain, leaves the body parts off, as in offerings. That's why it's offerings, not offering.
If you can even tell it, watching that scene with the bad lighting, don't you?
And the sheriff's like, got any more dead body parts around?
Like it's normal?
Like he's serious. And it's it's solid, I mean, but still
solid what? Solid D-?
If you're in the right mood,
5 out of 10.
just actually the kills aren't even that special to begin with. The guy who did this, it's like his only credit. I mean, it's like what he was put on. He was put on this earth to like flood the market even more in the late '80s. Anyway, I give it a D+.
Anything to make a buck, yeah.
I don't even think they put tits in it either.
I give it a D, okay.
And we're out. Tune in next Saturday for another vintage horror review.
If you want to watch a whole bunch of filler.
And we're out.